not a whole lot of utility for this Viper post-laning stage, but I'm still looking forward to see what it can provide potentially. As we'll get underway with game number 1 of XG versus Crocodile here, round 2 of the lower bracket. Elimination at stake
it's
here.
going to be a very fast-paced game in this lower bracket game. It's like TA, Viper, Beast. You do well in your lanes, or at least you break even, then you're going to look to Roche, and you're going to be playing around the Viper and TA. I think both of those heroes have very similar time. Even the Beastmaster with the helm. Everyone kind of hits their timings around the same time. 15, 20 minutes, 25 minutes, they're very strong. So it's going to be up to Crocodile to try to delay and survive those timings, with the Sand King and the Queen of Pain.
Starting to see Dire move a lot more into the Radiant Triangle these days, aren't we? It used to be that Dire would move into the Radiant bottom rune, or sometimes you'd see people try and wait for Radiant to invade on that Dire side, but that's been changing as of late, hasn't it?
I like waiting for the smoke. So you walk out, you go mid, all 5 heroes, and then you wait. Maybe you place one ward in the river and then you wait. You save the other, then you smoke. Like around 40, 50 seconds and look for a play. I actually kind of like some teams have been doing it quite a lot.
The battle begins.
Oh, no big contests here. We'll see how clever we can get on the TA. As it'll be one melt strike into the fear. That might be good enough. A little bit of damage coming through and secured for PYW. Very nicely done there for first blood. I'm surprised it worked.
That was perfect. Okay, now going back to the lane. So Naga has Orb of Venom at level 1 and he has the mirror image. So not going for the Deluge, which is like a bread and butter standard build before. So he wants to just use his illusions to treasure around with the Orb of Venom. Interesting, yeah?
Yeah. I mean, I think the illusion build also makes the Acorn shot substantially weaker as well as a bit of a result, doesn't it?
That is actually a very, very good point. Because when you're fighting against the Hoodwing, if you don't have any other units, you are going to take a lot of Acorn bounces.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit funny how that works. You'd think it would be a little bit more like Paralyzing Cask on Witch Doctor, but not with the way that Facet works. XM is already being quite the bully mid, so we have to keep our eyes here. You never know when this one could really pop off. I think this might end up being a bit more of the fun lane, depending on how hard the Quap wants to try and fight this.
Well, he has to play like a primal, basically, like look for the bounty runes and just try to rotate around, even pre-level 6, just move around. I mean, this lane is going to get progressively harder the more levels that the Viper gets. And now he's like even having trouble with the wave, he's not able to control the Crypt Equilibrium. So you can't really even go
down bottom. They're trying for low, but they will lack the damage here. End up doing quite a bit, but just not enough. But still, the Sand King, like you said, able to kind of ignore the TA, get a lot of more damage in, and you can see just how close to death constantly this Quap is. So a lot of harassed mid and bottom across the river.
Yeah, how about the Morphling? I guess I was saying that Morphling is going to have like a tougher lane because you're putting him with the SD. But so far, he's doing well. 11 and 0. Beast is like 7 and 3, but the Beast is kind of able to get the wave back, so eventually he's going to slowly catch up. And especially when you get level 3, when you get the second point in the ball, it's going to get a lot harder for the SD to play around the outskirts of the jungle when the ball is harassing you because the Morphling can't really kill the ball. And whereas for the TA should also be having a good time against Sand King here. Yeah, I guess with the Naga illusion build at level 1, it kind of bullies the Sand King enough for him to, to touch the TA. And the Hoodwing is already up to stacking Ancients here. 3 minutes, very early, like moving away. 3 minutes is usually not the time you stack because of the Lotus, Because the Lotus bombing, you kind of have to stay in the lane to help fight for the Lotus, but Sand King somehow gets it without the Hoodwing.
Yeah, got it anyway. Even defensive Burrow strike there just to try and avoid the meld, but still gets tagged here just a bit. Checking in mid lane, Queen of Pain kind of holding on here as best she can. XM, of course, continuing to flex his lead.
Yeah, nothing much the co-op can do here. I mean, he's getting like a little bit of like the scraps, you know, here and there. I mean, with the blink build, max build, you can blink around, get runes, you know, that's just the best thing that you can do now. He has boots, so I feel like he should be looking for an alternate way of playing the game now, not just staying in the lane. I think after the 4-minute rune, you get water rune and maybe you look to see if you can try to make plays. Because if the creep is on top of the Viper's tower, then you're not exactly going to get any CS, you know, here. Oh, he gets both the water rune. Viper got greedy there, so
pretty good.
It's very nicely done. Yeah, very nicely done. The Corp is going to get a lot of his mana back, so he'll be looking to see how he can best utilize it, you know, not just like using Scream to last hit a range creep or just 1 melee creep in the lane. So he's gonna... What, is he looking to cut the wave here? He's going across. Yeah, he's looking to cut the wave. Might actually get run down by the Viper here. Viper also has boots.
Yeah, this is going to be tricky. Blink in 2 seconds, though, and a TP scroll. I don't think this will be too bad. And now both heroes missing out on experience, so XM is going to run back over to the mid lane. And, well, he won't miss really much of anything at all. Up top lane, Yu is going to be going for that Helm of the Dom build. Like you said, they will... I mean, they already struggle to take down boars, so I think eventually this creep is going to be very difficult to dispatch of, as even Manic there struggles to find the last hit.
Yeah, bot lane, we're gonna see like a pushback, maybe just trying to throw out some damage on the TA. Yeah, but TA is like not the easiest hero to kick out in the lane, yeah. So it gives your support like a lot of freedom to move around. You're gonna try to go on the Sand King, reel in.
Yeah,
there's a stun together. He still has a Lotus. It should be okay.
It's
yeah,
true.
Lotus
They're
and
chasing. The kill's actually top lane. PYW finds Maniac. Manic, pardon me, with the sharpshooter. Meld strike within range. They need another one, and they find it there. Kill goes to low. So far, 4 unanswered kills here in favor of XG out of the laning stage.
Yeah, the lanes are just going extremely well for XG, you know, all 3 lanes winning. And they pick up the Lotus on the Beast. I mean, Doctress on the Hoodwink somehow manages to pick up the Lotus bot rune in the bot side. And now 6 minutes, the catapult wave actually dies, you know, it goes in front of the tower. So lucky for the Corp, Viper's not going to be able to pressure the tower too much, but he has a haste. He's walking bot.
Comes XM. Yep, they are going to try and find a second kill now on an After Rain instead. They're going to have to focus down onto the Hoodwink. They do kill it before the TP continues, but it seems like they don't have the detection for the sneaky Sand King. Ooh.
I mean, they're going to find a stack though, so this is also pretty good. They're going to clear like a triple stack, a double stack, a triple stack. Not the biggest, but it's still a pretty sizable one for the Sand King. You know, Sand King's going to hate life, you know, once he goes over there and see his stack is gone.
Yeah, he's definitely not loving life, like you say.
Well, he needs to wait for the Corp, but Corp is having a hard time. I mean, somehow they need to give him time to clear out the stacks. I mean, there's already like a deep ward to scout him out, you know. Paulson already placed one here in the triangle. So good awareness, they know that the Sand King is going to struggle and he's going to have to find a moment to go back into the jungle to clear his stacks. And they're kind of in a very difficult position now. Quap can't really leave the lane, Sand King also can't really leave the lane, and they're like kind of pressuring on all 3 angles here.
Yeah, they are. New eventually, it's only going to get worse.
Yep, they're going to get a roar.
There's his roar. Yep, the Hawks as well going on in, and that is going to be problems now as Manic is even going to be bullied on back. He just wants to get his items and get into the jungle.
He's not buying Vlads, he's getting a Dragon Lance first, so he is not going to jungle that easily. Why is he actually getting Dragon Lance this game? Not really sure.
Try for XM mid, amplify damager and ready to go instead. They're going to spit on that Queen of Pain. No chance to get back in there and get aggressive again.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
So actually, maybe the Dragonlance means that he thinks that this game, because the corp is getting pressured a lot, so he needs to come out and fight. So having more stats is more useful. Dragonlance is a better fighting
Dire's
item,
structures are
because he needs to deal
fortified.
with the Viper. No one else can deal with the Viper.
Radiant are scanning.
Maybe that is the top process.
Yep,
He's
they're
tanking.
trying to still get aggressive on the Sand King.
Wow,
He's pretty
nice.
strong though. Takes down
Dire's
Paulus, and
middle
he
tower
might
is
get
under
low as
attack.
well. Ooh, the TA trap slow is going to be good enough to save her life, but a scary moment there.
Yeah, 1v2 there, but well done by the Sand King there, turning things around. I mean, Naga just beating more than she can chew. And Sand King gets a very valuable kill there. Now he's on top of the net worth for his team. And he's going to be a very pivotal hero to defend and hold down the game, for the Morphling to farm. And Hara getting bullied by the ball again, tries to smoke.
Wow.
But
Yeah.
to no avail.
Just gets ran down, and now with the Hill Troll Summoner here, this tower looks like it is not long for this world either.
Is under attack.
Oh, they get a kill
Oh,
down
what?
bottom, actually. Oh no, it's a neutral creep. He's trying to farm the
Radiant's
stack.
middle tower is under attack.
Oh.
It's problematic there, to say the least. Manic, oh, look, trying to be a little cheeky there as BYW, but space created for the tower to go down in his wake top.
Yep, now they're gonna look to move towards mid. This is gonna be hard, They have to try to use the Sand King to defend the tower. They can't give up this mid tower. It's gonna be the next target for XG. And he's gonna use his TP bot. They're gonna know he TP bot Sonic Wave used, but did he actually just miss his Sonic Wave? He didn't
He
land
did.
the Sonic Wave.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Okay, so now mid tower is down as well, because your Sand King already TP'd bot. I think he needed to be
Yeah.
at mid.
Sand King, who, by the way, has still managed to get his farm, like you say, a hero that can kind of just ignore low as well into the jungle. He is going to be going for his triple timing, Dragonlance Deso Dagger.
Is under attack. Dire's
Halfway through
middle
that
tower
Desolator
is
now as the tier 1 tower crumbles in the mid lane.
Okay, Sand King's gonna at least make sure that he clears the stack before the enemy can steal it.
Yeah, at least finish farming it. As in goes Paulson and XM. Sentry Ward planted down after and thinking about this epicenter. Hara hits XM with that purge now. They're going to go ahead and just reset now with this Song of the Siren preemptively. XM, he's going to be able to simply walk away. In fact, they're thinking about maybe turning now after rain. Hit by the disruption means he can't get his ulti off. As Paulson, worse for wear, saved though by the calling. Chris as well taking a little bit of the shots as Manic. He's going to morph into the Viper. Waveforms into the river after XM. XM being focused on down now by 2 as Manic and the Quap take down that Viper. Trouble now brewing as in goes after and he's going to let loose on this epicenter. That's good for the kill into BYW up onto the high ground. Paulson, he gets caught by the Scream of Pain as well as he cannot stop Low from simply blinking away. Mew, he's at least finally joined this fight. He's let loose all of the summons. That Hill Troll Summoner still active as he takes down the Shadow Demon. But it is a worse fight, to be honest, for XG as they lose 3 heroes journeying into the enemy triangle.
Yeah, that's the power of the Dragonlance morphing coming in to assist his team. It made a big difference there in this fight,
Radiant's bottom tower
giving
is
them the
under
win.
attack.
It wasn't so bad for XG. They were still able to get like 2 kills on the beast. And now they're going to be moving towards the bot tier 1. After this tower goes down, Roche is going to be a very, very easy target. They catch the Corp, he's going to get rooted, reel into the silence. Nicely done.
Yeah, big kill there. As they do manage to at least string together a return kill after the pretty poor fight in the triangle.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So right now, XG, they seem pretty content to just kind of group up and fight and push early on here, Winter. Like you're talking about, tier 2 tower seems to be the target. Manic may be happy to have this Dragonlance early for a little bit of that extended attack range, as we can see them farming very aggressively right in the face of Crocodile. Both ancient camps being taken.
Yeah, they're starving the Sand King of the ancient camps. But now the Sand King's on the other side, is on the top side. So at the very least, they're trying to defend the 14-minute Wisdom Rune here on the bottom area.
Yeah, true 10 seconds until that spawns in as Manic. He's going to get a bit aggressive now onto low. Fear is going to stop Shadow Demon from getting off the Demonic Purge, as they will be able to make just enough space for low to walk away from any potential trouble there. Wisdom Rune then will be claimed by Crocodile. They successfully defend there, as we see a bit of a reel in now onto After Rain. They're going to actually hit him with the Roar, which is not going to be enough to collect the kill there.
Just another bounty.
Well, alrighty then. XG, they kind of seem to be wanting to be aggressive just for aggression's sake. I know they're trying to find openings, get these towers with the Helm creep, obviously, but the fact that XM is not with them when it seems like we're kind of playing in this Viper timing is an interesting call for me.
I think they've already claimed all the tier 1 towers. I think Roshan is going to be the next thing. The tier 2 towers is a bit too far-fetched at this point. And there's going to be like a smoke coming in from the Sand King. He just got his Bloodstone. He's very, very strong. And without a Vessel, I think it's going to be difficult to fight into him right now. I mean, they have to like somehow roar and burst him.
XM, he's been hit by the Purge. Knew he doesn't have Roar for 30 seconds as the Sonic Wave, and now even the Burrow Strike utilized to confirm the kill onto the Viper. In the meantime, it's cost him only the Hoodwink. Fight is still continuing here as Low with a pretty nice deny on his trap. Careful though, After Rain letting loose now only onto the illusions though. Thought maybe the real Naga Siren was in there. Instead, it's going to be a wasted epicenter for him. They continue to give chase now. The trap slows, and now the Boar Poison onto Hara. He has really no way out here for himself. Disruption to buy a few little precious seconds, as he is going to be killed as soon as he comes out. Still a pretty good fight, despite the missed spell there, the missed ulti on the Sand King. They still get the Viper, only for a support.
And 2 supports, actually. Hoodwink died a lot earlier in the beginning of the fight, so it was like a 2-for-1 trade in the end, in that extended fight. And now they're going to get Rosh. And this is just the nature of the lineup with the TA beaks. They're going to get the early Roshans. And whereas for Team Crocodile, that's not really like the end of the world for them. They have to just continue scaling on the morphing Pain. I think the Sand King especially has been doing an exceptional job like holding the game together to allow the Corp to recover. He had a very bad laning phase. Morphing kind of needs to farm regardless to get to the scaling that he wants to at 25 minutes. I think he wants a game to go beyond that. And right now it's all about like trying to just stall and find pickoffs, I mean, they have a very good lineup at defending towers, clearing out waves with the SD Sand King, and then Hoodwink can kind of find pickoffs with the hiding on the side lanes with the push, right? They're trying to form like a 2-1-2 formation at the moment. The SD is going to follow the Sand King and try to defend, and the rest are going to be playing the map and trying to hunt for pickoffs.
Yeah, they just take that tower so quickly, and you can see how defensive they're wanting to play this. They've been scouted, though, by the Satyr. Tormentor new, looking for the easier, faster kill, and has that confirmed. Bloodstone active now for the Sand King. Low still going to make pretty quick work of him there, honestly, with the Melt Strike and that completed Deso. After that make that first Roshan, there's 2 charges now in the Deso is what I was going to say. Tier 2 tower is going to drop top.
Wait, they're forcing high ground. They're going to force high ground here with the Sand King 30 seconds.
Yeah,
this is
looks
so
like
early.
It's going to be a glyph at the very least, which will buy them some good time.
Yeah, they have to try to cut the... Can they even cut the next if they can't? Corp is so far away.
No one's in position. Manic is at least going to propose a tier 2 trade down bottom. Radiant structures have been fortified, but they did aggro the creep wave behind the tower. Now there's the Dire fortify, and that buys enough time for the Sand King to respawn. Still no Blink Dagger for him actually on the Sand King, opting first for the BKB before the Blink, which I think is fine. I think theoretically, the way he's been playing this game so far has really impressed me as well. Kind of zoning, trying to defend these towers. It's just been some pretty nice play and good micro on that last instance by Nier to be able to find him behind the tower.
Yeah, they were able to find the SD first, so the SD couldn't really like use Disrupt when the Sand King got ensnared there.
Radiant are scanning.
So that's basically like the name of the game right now for them. To delay, the Sand King needs to delay. Shell Demon tries to, sit behind and save him.
Scanning.
Like he has a lot of points on the disseminate. He just wants to make sure he puts that on the Sanking in the team fights.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, Morphing
God, it's so good, isn't it? This Promulgate facet.
Yeah, Morphing needs I'll say at least 2 more items right now. He's gonna take some time to farm, you know. I mean, I don't know if he's gonna get that. Actually, seem to be looking to push another tower here. Don't think they can defend this outer tower. Okay, Hoodwing, he's able to get away there. Not gonna die, but he can't really do much to stop the push from killing his tower. I think overall they're still getting a lot out of the map. They're spreading heroes across. Corp is top, Morphing is bot. The rest are just trying to delay and buy some time, you know. As long as you still have your Rex, it's still gonna
Healing onto the Hoodwink. The target, though, is going to be the Shadow Demon. He gets popped there as New and Low put him down instantly. He does not have buyback, but it's a short respawn timer, just 20 seconds.
They can only sit behind the Sand King. I think that is the only play the supports have on the dire side. Okay, now the push is kind of stopped, so they have a moment to breathe and decide whether they can maybe at least try to defend their Tormentor. Because TA is going to want to come over and kill the Tormentor soon. But the thing is, without Dagger on the Sand King, I'm not sure if you can actually show up to fight, because you can't really do much, you know, you can't initiate. And without the Sand King Dagger, there is actually no really good way of starting the fight. Because your supports don't really start fights very well on Shadow Demon and Hoodwing. Okay, they actually have time to kill the Tormentor. If they can get it, this is huge. If they can get the shot on the Shadow Demon. I'm bringing 4 heroes. Morphing is coming. Okay, it should secure the Tormentor. I'm quite surprised that actually didn't try to take it just now when the TA was around the area with the egg.
I don't know if they get the Tor. Oh, they'll do it, right? Manic? Yeah.
He's gonna wave and get it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he's got
okay,
it.
Shadow Demon gets it. That's perfect.
That's great. That's a good play. Yeah, you're right. Now that you mention it, I would have thought they would have tried to be a little bit more aggressive there and maybe.
This is a lineup where if you don't get the most out of your advantage, you're going to fall off, and Morphing is going to outscale you, you know. So I think they have to be more decisive when they're having the advantage. They have to press the game more. Atos onto SD, the silence. This guy, he's going to get
the death
back.
shot into the reel in. That's very nicely done. Low will collect his 8th Bloodstone damage stack. I guess technically his 4th. I don't know what you would call it really, but he's got +8 damage on that Fang now. And is really closing in on this BKB.
Yeah, this BKB plus the next... I don't know if they're going to wait for the next Roshan. I think with this BKB they can try to poke high ground again. But the next Roshan will be like the key thing to deal substantial damage to the buildings.
Yeah, it'll be pretty make or break.
Morphing still has some time to farm. That's his good news. He's going to gate and maybe cut the next wave. Try to use his mentor or the hero to cut the next wave and just buy time. I think they are doing a good job at holding the map together and ensuring they have time to farm, you know, on Team Crocodile. This 7k lead is like, it's still manageable, I think.
It's pretty big, but I agree with a solid team fight if they can string it together. I think it really helps that Sand King has been... Part of me, he's been there to, you know, defend the high ground, except for when they caught him at the tier 2 and did a little push.
Yeah, I think they need him to get a dagger for sure.
Okay, he's actually gone and activated Pierce the Veil a bit early now. Oh, that was pretty good. Manic, he morphed into the Muerta and ended up catching her, but New, he blinks on in. I don't know if he has this kill. The Drums of Slum will provide a lot of lifesteal as Manic is now finding. Do they have another route in time? Not quite. That Hawk sure was going for it, though.
That's a big kill there for the Morphling. It's going to push them back, buy them some time. Okay, Sand King has his BKB. If he wants to buy the BKB, or is he changing his mind to get a dagger? It's a tough choice, you know. I think they desperately need the initiation from the Sand King, like the blinking, because no one else can actually jump and start a fight at the moment. It's just using the body to initiate. If you're the corp, you just blink in and hope for the best, you know. I mean, the fact that
Just
he
hope
hasn't
for the
spent his goal on the recipe tells me that he's actually thinking about changing to get a dagger, because he
His
realized,
mind.
yeah, they realized that they don't really have any good way of starting fights. Well, a song. I hear a song.
Where is it though? There it
Yeah.
is. Paulison was chasing and unable to find either the Quap or that Morph.
Yep, even more time for Morphling to farm. That's great. I think the only reason for him to leave the base is when the next Roshan is about to spawn. I think that's the only objective they probably should really strongly consider contesting next. Apart from that, they can still sit in base and try to just split up and farm the whole map. And Quap is about to be found. There's no song though, so they have to rely on the ensnare.
Reelin is good. New, he does have this primal roar, letting loose now, trying to do the damage. My goodness, he does actually have it there in the Mighty Mines. They will take down that Queen of Pain. Slowly but surely, XG managing to try and you know, stop these heroes from escaping out on the map and getting their farm on. 2 minutes until Roche respawns, so it's a very, very long Roche timer. Neither team knows, of course.
Well, if you have TA, you know.
Oh yeah, that's true. She's got what is that thing called? Third eye, right? That's true.
Third eye. So they're gonna be. I think you only try to push high ground if you somehow get a pick off. Otherwise, you just farm the map. Make sure you kill the ancients, your enemy ancients, and you sit around until Roche spawns, and then you go back and take it. And they're so split up, but I don't know if Team Crocodile can punish anything. There's no song even, you know. They are not trying to go for like a...
It's scary though, especially with this BKB. Good effort here. They're trying to make a play. They did at least spook the Shadow Demon into using the cleanse as these Naga illusions. Thankfully, it's not a Baboka support. Otherwise, those illusions would be having Butterfly Heart by now. It's Paulison. He's got pretty normal support items.
Dagger for stuff. Yeah, Dagger is really good on the Naga. It allows you to get in position to get the perfect song off.
Some repositioning for a reel as well, not to forget.
I mean, they're just like trying to wait until the Roche is up 30 seconds, so they should be moving to top. Smoke up by XG here. They're going to move towards the Roshan area. They have a couple of really good wards already on the map to see where the enemy is going. They see the morphing heading back to base, so they should know that if they are going to Rosh now, it should be fast enough. But they want, I guess they want to kill them first because they see them with the ward here.
Wait, there's a ward here. It's going to scout Manic, and it's also going to see this Hoodwink. See how this ends up working out as from behind PYW in onto 2. They also have caught Manic here, and he didn't get the chance to shift.
Song?
Not nearly
He's gonna
fast
song?
enough. That is going to be a song now to
he's
follow
gonna
up.
catch
That's
all
gonna
of
stop
them.
the BKB. Sorry, the buyback. There's a new ready to go in on someone here. Who's going to be the jump target? First, the Shadow. Oh, they just call it GG once again.
Wow, that was okay. That was quick.
Yeah, no buyback, I suppose.
Yeah, I
You were
guess
getting ready to cast that one, but wow.
Yeah, I mean, I guess with Morphling dead, there's like literally nothing they could do. That's why I felt like they needed the dagger on the Sand King, you know, because eventually you're gonna have to take a fight. You can hold for a certain period of time, but eventually at the Roshan fight, they had to move out, right? But without dagger, I don't know if he actually bought dagger at the end.
It's Caliber. They're playing off against some big names here. They've got some high individual skill ceilings, and they were outmaneuvered in game number 1 despite their best efforts. That's how XG lead 1-0 here as we start game number 2 of the Dream League Season 25. Chinese closed qualifiers. We're in the lower bracket, round 2, where XG are hoping to get one step closer to the final day. Remember, 2 teams coming through for the Chinese regional qualifiers this time around. Our next match, starting in still some time, by the way, 3 hours from now, we'll be qualifying our first team between Yakult Brothers and XLGD. What's their name again? They've got a funny name.
Tightbound, Team Tightbound. But wait a minute,
That's
that's
right.
not the time to talk about the names. We have a smoke into the enemy
Oh.
jungle, double smoke. Somebody
Well, his
is going
smoke's
to
broken
die.
first. Good patience.
Actually, no.
Patience from low.
Nobody's gonna die. I thought they were gonna try to swing behind the
30
tree.
seconds
I was quite
to
surprised he tried to go from the front.
I thought Low was going to try and swing around the side there. That didn't end up happening as PYW plants a ward advantage now for XG here as far as vision. We've got 3 heroes still contesting this bottom rune. The Doom's going to go by himself towards the Christmas tree by the old Roche pit.
Oh, you make me feel old when you say old Roche pit.
The
Not the
battle
old
begins.
Roche pit. That one was a little bit closer to
The old
where I guess that cliff ward was. Careful here. Dokris, he's going to go down for first blood. Well done there by Paulus, and PYW once again snags that first blood. But it's not too big a deal. After Rain is out here blocking creeps by the tier 2 tower, but he's going to be scared away by both supports. And he TP's back to lane. Yeah, Roche has had how many homes now? He had the one during TI3 during the moment that I will not, bring up again. He had the pit after that, which moved slightly to the right. He had the one by I just called the Christmas tree in the river here by the top power rune spawn. And now he's got the current. He's at 4, right? Is it?
Yeah, 4 locations.
Yeah.
You want to create a 5th one? If there is gonna be a 5th
maybe not.
location where I don't know.
I think it's pretty nice the way it is now. I remember some people hated the new Roche spots, some people loved them. I liked it pretty much from the get-go, especially when Roche would sometimes just walk from pit to pit and destroy the mid lane. That was always pretty funny seeing those clips. Wow, a lot of harass here early on, top lane and mid lane especially, as Manic has taken quite the bruising here early on. That's going to be that early points in Infernal Blade. We're starting to see this more and more now, aren't we, Winter, on these Dooms?
getting the lane dominance, And you see less and less Devour going for the greedy build. Now it's just all about winning the lane. I think I kind of like this a lot more, being less greedy and trying to just pressure the enemy carry more. Because when you're being greedy with the Devour, I agree some lanes you need the Devour against like Chen and Chantress. But overall, I think when you're going the Devour build against the other heroes, when there's no Ench and Chen, it usually doesn't really give you that much of a lead because you're also not really stopping the enemy carry from farming. But
right.
with this build, you always constantly try to kill him. But the lifesteal doesn't care about the Sanking killing him, This is why they picked the lifesteal into the Sanking. This lane is pretty stable for the lifestealer. Sanking I want to say can never kill the lifestealer, but I've been wrong. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it would take some misplays, especially having a bodyguard like the Clockwork in this lane, right? I think it would take some misplays for that to
is
happen.
doing very well in terms of the CS department. It's top of the chart right now. Oh, that's a very good pushback here, pushing the Sanking into the tower. So it's gonna take a couple.
Yeah, it'll result in some damage.
And 3-minute
Battery
Lotus.
Assault procs being shared. The Blood Grenade on top as well after Rain jumps into the cover of the Sandstorm. He's safe and sound for now, as these Lotuses will be spawning in. I think with the wave pushing, it should be going here towards the Phoenix up top lane. We also see Crocodile likely to get this one. No, very nice dead shot up from PYW to ensure that I think Mew ends up with it instead. Sorry, it's into the inventory of PYW. My bad.
So yeah, 1 Lotus on each side for both the side lanes. Even stealing, that's what we want to see. We don't want one side to get crushed totally in the lanes. So we actually see a game. Oh, Magnus actually is having a tough time here. Only 10 CS.
Yes. I hope there's some regen on this courier. There isn't. It's the Gloves of Haste in the courier, so he's actually like very limited as far as regeneration goes.
That's the south one below. That's it.
That's it. Yeah, that is it. So he's going to want to try and stay away from these Infernal Blades as best as he can. And fortunately, with the Shockwave, of course, being the predominant skill early, that is fairly easy to do for him. Okay. So far, so good, I would say, for Crocodile, right? Across all lanes. How's mid doing? Let's check in on mid. Pretty big lead for XM. We didn't mention it, but it's a mid TA, right? This gets flexed to. Don't always see this too much these days, do we?
Yeah, no. We definitely don't. But this matchup is just like this, Puck can never win, but You're always going to be
Lane.
like
They're
low on
diving under the
resource.
tower for Manic. They're going to get Hara first. And it seems like Manic, he manages to maneuver
nice.
safely around the tower until PYW collects his life with that dead shot. Very nicely done indeed. That was brutal. But like you said, it's the 0-2-1 build on this Doom. It's just so much damage here early on. They will punish the lack of regeneration here on this Mag. He still doesn't have any regen. Oh, it's coming on the courier. Finally, some tangos for him. That's what he needed. That's just what the doctor ordered. New, does he actually die here to Hara?
Oh, the
Seems that
shockwave.
way. Yeah, very good shockwave, especially into that skewer to follow up for that second Bramble. They'll collect the kill. Mid lane, however, it's XM picks up the kill onto the puck. I assume PYW had something to do with it with that dead shot suspiciously on cooldown. So even though they get the return kill onto the Doom, it's going to cost them a little bit here in the mid lane.
Yeah, this TA is going to be so fat. And, you know, Punk is going to have a hard time because of the shard. Like, if the TA can get a really good timing on the shard with the silence, it's always going to be hard for the Punk to even play like the later game.
Low just consumes the life of the Phoenix there. Doesn't feel so good.
Yeah, I guess they were able to
say la vie.
to stop the dive, right? With
The dive,
the
yeah.
clockwork.
What do you think it's going to be then for... Oh, hold on, top lane. Hara, ooh, in danger of dying here. They've already used the dead shot, but New giving chase. Very good job there once again on the shockwave into the Bramble as New. The tree placement here is not really working out for him in his favor. PYW, another dead shot at the ready, and he will use it to collect another kill here onto Hara, having an excellent game so far on this Muerta Winter. He's
It's not
2-0,
over.
sorry, make that
Clock is here.
3-0-2.
Clock is here to ruin the Magnus. I mean, he's stuck.
Yeah, you're right. Here they go. They're connecting onto him. They even hit him with a pause. It's actually going to be After Rain who pauses
Oh no.
and quickly has to go and top up his Cyber Cafe credits.
Muerta's gonna have enough mana for one nuke with the clarity.
Yeah,
Seems like he's just gonna die. no matter
eventually.
what.
They might have. I mean, he's going to get maybe a one or more wand charge. He doesn't even have enough. I think they've got him dead to rights here, honestly, because he can't really skewer out too easily, can he? Puck has TP. No, Puck does not have TP. TP back to mid after dying, so won't be able to use that shield rune. After Rain does not have a TP, and Phoenix also just TP'd back bottom, so there is no help coming for this Mag. I think I diagnose him with death, Winter. I'm a master tier witch doctor. I've got a license to do that now.
Excellent diagnosing you. You have a future in being a good diagnostician. Dr. Garcia.
Thank you. No, I wouldn't want to be a doctor. I think that's insulting everyone who's worked that hard to be a doctor. I think I've just played and watched far too much Dota. Manic, let's see. He's going to try and find a way to skewer out, but Paulison comes with him, and we'll be able to collect the kill here onto the Magnus. What do you think it's going to be then? Great rotation, by the way, from Paulison. Just a quick shout out for him. We got interrupted there by the pause. What do you think we'll see here for XM? Is it going to be the typical triple timing? Marines, Marauders, Medivacs? I mean, Dagger, Dragonlance, and Deso?
I would make an argument for getting shot early, even before the Tormentor. It's very good this game against their heroes. It basically just owns the puck when you get the shot. And he's going to get a tower. 7 minutes,
Yeah.
tower's down.
Dire structures.
They're going to actually use the glyph. Careful, Paulison is ready for the puck to jump away behind and in between the towers now. Will they deny this tier 1? Not quite. They've got a shielder in here, so this puck's not so easy to take down as XM eventually takes down the tower. That frees up Paulison to try and find an angle here, but he just needs to be aware of that Illusory Orb. Now the Illusory Orb's out, so Paulison is free to try and make a jump. Puck now, they've gotten through the shield rune. They still have a coil available. Cogs do get set up perfectly right into the hands of XM as PYW connects and does secure the kill there for XM with the silence. Very, very nicely connected here
not done.
by XG. Not yet. That's a really nice dead shot. Can they still get this kill, XM? Nice deny on his trap, but still the Willow's going to be, not that fragile from full HP.
Yeah, actually, is
honestly-
at the moment running away from this game. They're crushing all 3 lanes.
They are.
I think Magnus is the one that kind of has the most decent game, but even then, you know, it just looks really bad.
Yeah, that's the 0-2 and 1 Magnus who you're saying that about. Good stun on the PYW as eager to defend the jungle. Sorry, the triangle is Crocodile. PYW, he's going to go down. He's worth a pretty penny here. That snaps his 3 times killing streak.
Yeah, this is the spot where they have to absolutely defend. If they don't get to farm the Ancients, they don't get to stack the Ancients to farm with Magnus or Sand King, then there's really no way back into the game. So they have a ward and Sentry here to defend this. I think this is their last bastion that they have to defend and not give it up to the TA. If the TA can somehow come in and steal the stack, then I think the game is going to be too difficult.
XM, I think, has the Dragonlance finished, so the first D of 3. We'll see if he goes back into the alternative build, which is the Dushard, I guess.
Maybe after the dagger. I think Dragonlance dagger, and then you decide whether you want to get it there.
He sees a stack, he wants the stack, and he says, excuse me, this is my stack now.
Is under attack.
This is so uncomfortable. Does get tagged by that
not
fire
afraid
spirit.
I mean,
Look at this guy.
The hero just can't do much to him at this point. Like, Sand King is the only one that poses a threat to remove the refractions. The rest of the heroes don't really have
But
to
he's got his own game to worry about this early, right? Which is why he's not going to be able to get involved.
Yeah.
Unless, I guess, they come into the triangle. That's really the only danger that TA has this early.
Low? Ooh, no detection. Okay, he almost actually went for it.
Dust just got delivered there down bottom. Top lane, seems like they're going to try and make a play onto New, who does get tagged here. They have a coil ready to use as Paulson jumps in. They actually find a Doom thanks to the Cog pushback. No chance to get off the phase shift or the waning rift. Can they still finish off this puck from that amount of HP? It looks like no is going to be the answer. It's not really
He's
even
so
that
quick.
close.
He has the aura, the
but
speed
XM.
aura. He's so fast on the Doom.
Yeah, that he is. Puck being chased down. We have a dead shot. We have a calling as well. Both are going to connect, but not quite perfect there. I don't think the trees really gave PYW an angle.
He's epi
Oh,
wearing
careful.
the ancient stacks.
He is, and he's not even going to get all of them. And Lowe's going to come in and completely ruin his day. Lowe running down this poor Sand King. The Scorpion can do nothing, as that is going to be a little bit of the stack interrupted, at least some of that experience going his way. Oof, over in the easy camp in the top lane, XM finds another kill here onto the Phoenix. Yeah,
Oh, this
and
game.
you do have that speed aura.
This game looks like they're already in a very big hole now. Team Crocodile after the laning phase. Oh,
Yeah.
tough position.
Yeah. I mean, look, let him cook. You know, we still have this Phoenix Supernova. He's still level 5, of course, nearly 11 minutes in. I mean, they still have this RP to play around. He's, of course, maxed the Empower to farm first. PYW, Pierce the Veil activated as Paulison trying to collect on this kill. Careful here, though. PYW dead shot is going to buy him a little bit of time as Paulison tries to run in. The silence tags both supports, though, as that's a fancy bit of footwork out from the puck to secure the kill. Still gets caught by the hook shot, though. Paulison persisting here, wants to avenge his comrade. Can kick the cog on over, won't try for it, though. There was a phase shift available anyway, and no one here to connect means that the puck is likely going to get away with this one scot-free.
Yeah, 1 kill and out. So that's great news for Team Crocodile. Now they have the egg on the Phoenix and the dagger on the Magnus. This has to land a kill.
Yep, there's the Supernova, an attempt to TP up by XM. He gets out.
No.
Unbelievable.
He egged a little too late there.
Radiant
He needed to just egg right away after the RP. Right, that is a good instinctive play there by XM to
Check
TP
it
out.
out. Low. He continues to ruin After Rain's game. Once again, catches them, farming a stack of Ancients. Meanwhile, they still end up winning that fight in the wake of the failed Supernova. They take down the Phoenix, adding insults to humiliation here. 13-3, a 6k net worth lead building. This is no Midas Doom, by the way. This is just pure domination out of the lanes, really, Winter.
Yeah, and the Sand King is like I feel like he needs to actually join his team, you know, just get a dagger instead of like getting a bloodstone. I think these are sort of the things that you have to realize in the game as the state of the game changes, and you have to adapt your build towards what's happening in the game. You can't just have like a predetermined build
no matter what happens in the game.
Right. Dota's not really a cookie cutter kind of a game, right?
Nope, it's not.
Compared to some other MOBAs where you kind of just go for the same trio or duo of items no matter what. Not really the case here. Epicenter trying to get down low, but he's got this armlet. Good toggle here on the one. He's got an infest, jumps inside of PYW just before that terrorize connects. Is now XM joining this fight from the river. An attempt to TP on out. My goodness, they had the damage even there through the Shadow Realm. That is going to be 2 more kills. Another tower here dropping to boot. And once again, Winter, as you said in your very famous published book, The Art of Dota, if you are winning the game, don't farm your ancients, farm the enemy ancients. Here they go.
Yeah, and he is queuing up the shard next, as his next item. 40 minutes and you get the shard. I mean, how are you gonna play the game? With the silence, as Park, Phoenix, even Dark Widow, the silence is just gonna destroy those heroes.
Honestly, even Sand King, right? If they can catch him with the trap silence when he's trying to get an epi off, could be incredibly annoying. Because you can still activate those traps even if you're stunned, can't you?
Yep, you
I think it's only if you're silenced or muted.
It's going to be very annoying.
Hook shot. Both supports caught inside with the calling on top. Thing of beauty. The cogs not letting them anywhere. They also land the dead shot to stop After Rain from even doing anything, even thinking about it. He didn't even have an epicenter. Poor guy commits the crime of just standing there. Oh, the Muerta PYW. He gets off the Pierce the Veil, so he's not even going to die to the tower or anything. The Doom now to add humiliation there after that RP does not go their way. Paulison, he's caught the puck here. Puck who wants to try and fight through this, but is eventually going to be scared back. This one is brutal. This is by far the most one-sided game we've had today.
Yeah, in order to play the game, you have to be able to play the lane. And they couldn't play the lane this game.
He's just getting gone on here as the Sand King After Rain trying to hide in the trees low. My goodness, this is normally what we see Manic do. Instead, it's Low this time around, who's going to jump into a creep and try and run away. Does get caught here a bit, but the hook shot on in, the silence as well. They actually still got off the Supernova with the Terrorize. This is looking fairly promising. Supernova is going to pop. That is going to perhaps condemn at least Paulus, and Low is still life-stealing the armlet toggle. He's hitting these creeps, and he's going to be able to take down the Magnus. Oh, no, that is just another one for the highlight reel for Low and XG as they continue to dominate in this game. Hara, he's just going to have to TP away. I don't believe it. Low is going to survive. It took everything there for that to go right. The creep wave aggroed on over to him. The perfect target selection, but he lives through the fight. Felt like a 1 versus 3 there for him.
Yeah, this is why you get the talisman of evasion first when you're buying Radiance.
True.
The 20% evasion, bro. Save his life.
Just a ridiculous sequence of events there. Well played to Low. And now this Radiance is going to come online here relatively shortly. Top lane After Rain is going to be scouted here. Hook shot, trap silence as well. He's got Burrow Strike. Does manage to at least escape the cogs. Avoids the dead shot, but it's going to be more difficult to avoid the likes of XG as XM blinking forward with the amplified damager, and he's straight into the Roche pit now. Over on the side of the map, Low. He is literally trying to 1v4, and you know what? He's doing a pretty darn good job. Jumps inside a Kobold. He's going to jump back out, looks for the kill onto Manic. He finds it as well. Leashed up, still continue to try and fight. That is going to be one step too far for him. He is merely a man at the end of the day, and as he feeds over 1,400 gold here for his death. My goodness, though, made it look pretty darn convincing, like he was going to be able to actually 1v4.
It was close. I think he probably should have just ran in hindsight. He was in the creep with Invest, and he just decided, okay, I'm having too good of a game, I'm just going to turn around. Style points, 1 against 4, you kill 1 before you die. And they can't even kill the Clockwork with 2 heroes. Now he's going to have his Glimmer. That's going to give him even more survivability against the Puck and the Dark Widow. Doesn't land the hook, but still gets the
Hog
TP cancel.
trying to escape. Yeah, and the Doom on top. Just a brutal way to go down. The Phoenix found 3 bounty runes in the jungle, though. That's the best thing that's happened for them in probably 18 minutes and 30 seconds.
Yeah, 180 gold for 5 players. That's a lot.
So a nice little boost to their income. They only need to get that, 10 more times before they make this game even, thanks to the 13k net worth lead that XG is currently pulling over Crocodiles. It is a very one-sided game too here in the lower bracket. Crocodiles seemingly moments away from elimination, and XM trying to just push them over the edge. Look how Manic runs. Compare that to the Manic of games 1, 2, and 3 in their series over Team Light. Looks like a completely different guy. It's a completely different game, and well, I think a game that is gonna take a lot for them to be able to come back in. Sure feels that way. And that's already a dead Dark Willow. Dokris does get off at the Supernova, but they were waiting for him. It's a pretty good stun onto 2, but they still have heroes to focus down the Supernova. They do get through that TA's first light, but it's only the Aegis low. He's managed to tank through everything so far, and with the Radiance, he's burning them all down. Finds a kill there onto the puck. It's only going to be the lone Sand King who dies last. A 1-for-5 trade. They're up into the high ground. This might just be very well the game. All the ultis came out. They tried their best here, did the Crocodiles, but they will fall to the likes of Xtreme Gaming in a 2-0 fashion here in the lower bracket. GG's to them, and GG's to XG, who move on to the next round.
Yep, GG. I mean, actually just totally outclassed them just from the lane itself. They had a pretty straightforward strategy. They just tried to move the TA from the carry to mid. They got 2 advantageous lane, and they just kind of rolled them over because of that.